We know this buck. I had not seen this buck since October 1st of the year before when I shot the double drop.
You found it!
You can't wait in the evenings to start seeing what's going on. Last night my trail camera lit up. I'm gonna die. I don't know where he went. Flying into Sitka. It's supposed to rain a lot this weekend.
It's November 2nd.
I just shot the biggest buck in my life. Does not like to stay on the trail.
Another chance to chase our prey. Tune up your bow, fall is finally here. Load up the truck, bows and the gear. Camo and boots, we hit the stand. The wind is right just as we planned. At the break of dawn, looking around, whitetail inside our hearts start to pound. Day game adventures out a while, brothers in spirit, walking wild from sunrise to the evening's glow. It's the hunting life, it's what we know. It's the hunting life, it's what we know.
Welcome to Take Aim Adventures. It's October 1st, 2023. And what you see in one of our old hunts is I actually get an opportunity to harvest a double drop buck. He scores 176, he's phenomenal. But just before I shoot him, he's getting pushed around the field by a really nice 12 point that we have sitting on the table today. Also running with them is a really nice 10 point that I have hanging in my cabin. What that means is I ended up being 3 for 3. It took just over a year to have it happen. I ended up shooting each one of those bucks with my bow and arrow, all within 60 yards of my favorite spot, my big oak tree that's on the back side of the farm.
It's October 1st, 2023. And for those of you who like to bow hunt in Michigan, you know what that means. I can't believe it. That's the double drop buck.
Oh my word.
Look at this buck. What a cool buck.
That is a monster.
Look at the width. It's almost like a double beam, a second beam here. Yeah. And this one became a second beam and then dropped. Split eye guard here. And you don't even know what's going on over there. It's the 29th of October. Heading into the same fixed blind again because the wind is coming out of the north. A little bit of west. So I can't get in my tree stand.
WinSense Active Vapor ups your hunting game. Proven effective up to 300 yards away. Scent released during your entire hunt. Over 30 plus cover and attractant scents available from some of the top brands in the scent industry. Up your scent game with our long-lasting scent tanks and highly potent scent pads. Active Vapor for deadly success.
We were standing right over this wind scent when I shot him.
Does wind scent work? I'm here to tell you it does.
This segment is brought to you by HuntWise Hunting App.
Matthews Archery, QAD Rest, HHA Sports, Ultra Arrows, and Slick Trick Broadheads.
Well, here he is. If you watched the video, you saw him take a tumble right next to my big oak tree where I shot that double drop buck on the 1st of October. Tonight he finally made a mistake and came in and presented me with really a great, I know it was a front shot, but one more step and he was going to be out of my range or out of my window. Well, I know where to place it, and he's certainly super close, so I had to be able to just drop it in, and he didn't even make it out of the field. Actually, we have a photo, we'll post it up here. That's our main trail camera where we kept seeing him for the last month. And his last photo before he fell was right in front of that camera, and then he took 2 more steps and dropped over. So we kind of figured we knew where he was at just from our trail camera. So 2024 opens up with a bang. We're out looking for sheds. My granddaughter, of all people, finds this set of sheds. We know this buck. I had not seen this buck since October 1st of the year before when I shot the double drop. What a thrill. Yeah, the anticipation.
He's still alive. I can't believe it.
You know, and those of you guys are out there putting food plots in, they're putting trail cameras up. Sometimes it just feels like a lot of work, and you don't get a lot of benefit. Well, this time, when it got time to put food plots in the backside, up near the oak tree, it was pretty exciting because you know this guy is hanging around somewhere else. It's the middle of summer. You can see I'm out with my tractor, starting to brush hog some of my trails. The exciting thing about brush hogging trails at this time, early season, is you get to start putting out your reveal trail cameras. So I got that with me today. This is by far my favorite fence post and my favorite reveal trail camera on the property, because this is the spot that most of the deer that I get a shot in my favorite stand across the field. There's a big oak tree. You can see Mitch on the tractor over there. He's cutting in our main food plot here. What happens is this will be corn and beans, or beans, and I haven't heard what the farmer decided yet. And what happens is the deer will come out from the west, be traveling east, and they're actually heading to my neighbor's property. Usually there's a bean field and an alfalfa field that they kind of like, but really early in the evenings, they like to come in through here. They feel super comfortable. So we put a food plot just on the far side of that oak tree that keeps them up towards the tree line, and that makes them kind of go on the edge of that. So this piece is going to start hunting really well in youth season in September. We're going to be in it all the way through October in archery season, a couple different blinds around it. And then I have my Slayer blind on the far side. That's a late season, sometimes real foul weather with a crossbow. We'll be sitting in that blind once in a while with a regular bow. But these deer will hang in this field all the way into late muzzleloader loader season into the new year. So this is the work you do at this time of year. So back on the tractor, I got to get to work.
Stabilize your firearm or crossbow from wherever you hunt, however you hunt. From ground blinds to ladder stands to side-by-sides to ultralight tripods, we have what you need to make long-range accuracy easy. Leading the industry in innovation, we offer some of the most modular and adaptable shooting rests on the market. Ditch the shake and steady your shot with Final Rest.
Good shoot, buddy. I mean, a vice, man.
This segment is brought to you by Bedford Camera and Video, Badlands Gear, Fourth Arrow Camera Arms, Vortex Optics, Reveal Cameras, and Hornady Ammunition.
Sure enough, middle of September, he starts showing up on cameras. Michigan opening day of archery, October 1st, so I have to wait. Unfortunately, I'm actually on a trustee of a board of a school down in Ohio, so I couldn't even be here for October 1st and 2nd. And what do we start getting pictures of? Right near my blind. But there he is. And I'm sitting in a meeting and can't be there. It's October 3rd, mid-morning. Last night my trail camera lit up with two of my target bucks hanging out, walking the area. But I'm still down at Cedarville University at some trustee meetings. Lord willing, they're going to end sometime early afternoon, and I'm going to be able to race up and, if the wind is right, get into my stand. So, yeah, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of October, been a little busy. Hopefully tonight, if not, it'll happen tomorrow night, and we'll get a chance to get some real eyes on those bucks and see where they're going. At this point in the year, it's really kind of quite interesting because it's been so dry this year. Of course, the farmers are taking corn off and they're taking the beans off really rather early for everything because it's just so brittle. This back field, we didn't spray it with weed killer, didn't think it would be that big of a deal this year just for this section of the field. And so you can see as you're looking across, it looks like just a big weed field, but what it is, it's an actually soybean field. And so, because of all the weeds, as much as we can venture, most of the deer in the area are coming to this field early. And it's because the beans, if you look at it, this field is totally green still underneath. And just south of me, 100 yards right on the line from where we sprayed and didn't spray, they're dried up. And of course the deer at this time of year are going to tend to stay away from bean fields that are dried up. So we kind of have that great scenario of a couple different worlds coming together. So, prediction, wind is supposed to be coming out of the north and west, and it's supposed to stay pretty steady, but not be super, super, super hard. So we should be good. Should be a good night. I say. I say, pull those deer. Don't just run through. Look at this. He's gonna walk right in front of my oak tree. There's the oak tree. There's my ladder stand. He's now not 20 yards away. And there's the shooting kill spot right there.
We saw him fall in the field. He tripped and then got back up and kept going, but then he ran into that other buck. So I looked down at the camera to try to move it to get him on video. When I got back, all I had was the buck running. And I thought that was him. Without the sight system, that was impossible. It was impossible. Like, there's no way I could have taken that shot. And I was able to range him and then get exactly what I wanted. And I had him totally rested right there and able to take the shot. I'm running my wind set in the blind. I'm covering him up my downside wind, which is so important when you're running your wind set. Tonight, I ended up leaving my west window closed completely, just sealed it off to make sure that I was patient, so I didn't get tempted to taking a shot. As also, I'm shooting the Ultra arrows. Tonight was the first night with Robert and Kristen and the kids and the arrow. We're in the bow, so you guys know I named my arrows after my kids. Psalms 127, blessed is the man whose quiver is full.
It's the perfect combination of comfort, durability, and ease of use. Made in the USA of the highest grade materials to last a lifetime. 5-sided design with a spacious carpeted interior and almost panoramic view. Windows large enough for both rifle and bow hunting. Modular design for easy setup and teardown where equipment can't go. Towers and an array of blind accessories available. Choose the outfitter grade hunting blinds from Slayer Blinds.
This segment is brought to you by WinScent Electronic Scent Vaporizer, Tree Thrasher 3-in-1 Deer Call, Dual Game Calls, Final Rest Shooting Systems, and Slayer Hunting Blinds.
You saw where I was at. I was sitting, shot out that window there, out of my Slayer. It came from across the field and ended up right here's where I shot it. Oh, slick trick. Man, my Ultra arrow. Oh, look at the damage. Bent blade. But, oh, tore him up. Look at the blood everywhere. Man. You know, not very often do you get the opportunity to see a deer on camera for a month. And then to be held up last week during the opener for the first couple days in Ohio in meetings was really kind of a bummer. And I posted some pictures because I was sitting in meetings in Ohio and my trail camera was going on and he was walking by one of my stands. You would think that that's it. So I raced back, got in here on the 3rd, saw him that night, and I actually turned him down, but it was super dark, couldn't get him on camera really well, so I just didn't shoot. And then he disappeared for 2 days. I have not laid eyes on him, and I'm like, he probably smelled me, felt the pressure. Him and his buddy, the other 10 left. So the wind was right. I came up with 3 of my sons tonight, and thought, well, I'll go back to the same area and just see if we can spot him tonight. I don't know what he was doing that early in the night, straight across the field to me. It's just crazy. But I mean, you see the shot. I heard it hit him. I thought I saw it hit him. I just, you guys know how that is when you're shooting. And then, I mean, the slick trick. tore him up. He didn't make it 60 yards and fell into all this thick. Shooting the new Ultra Arrows with my Matthews bow. Everything worked perfect. Oh, just can't have a better day. So thank you very much for joining us, and what a great way to start the season in Michigan.
And I still, to this day, I don't understand. If you see the footage, normally when I'm in that area, you'll see the sunset starting to go, and the shadow of the sun actually moves the deer across the field. Mm-hmm. And you can pretty well predict that they are not going to get here until the shadow gets here, because it's way out. And for some reason, super early in the evening, I see him pop out of the corner of the woods. I got an hour. I got 2 hours until he's going to show up. No, he makes a beeline right straight across the field to me, and we were able to harvest him.
Well, what the amazing part to me was you actually got this deer on film. The whole thing, the whole shot.
Yeah, I know.
Because your other 3 for your other 2 out of 3,
but
not quite.
we're going to rename this one.
I got pretty low percentages of actually getting stuff on
Usually
tape.
one branch, and that's where it is.
Yeah, it worked out. So thank you for joining us. And again, don't forget, take aim with your life for the glory of God. That's really what it's all about. Thank you.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Take Aim Adventures. In today's episode, you watched a couple products being used, the Slayer blind, as well as the Fourth Arrow camera arms in the blind. And for those of you that enjoy filming your hunts or want to get into it, Fourth Arrow offers a whole lineup of options, whether you're hunting out of a blind, out of a ladder stand, whether you're a beginner or whether you're a pro. The really cool thing behind a lot of these products is some really cool innovation with the Fourth Arrow shoulder. You can actually loosen this guy up, and it's a ball joint. So no matter what tree you're setting up on, with our base, you can use the shoulder right in there and get your thing level at any angle. And then there's a lot of arm options that drop into that base. If you're hunting private land, it's really handy to get multiple bases, preset them in your trees before the season even starts, and it makes setup a lot easier come the fall. So if you want to check out the whole lineup of the Fourth Arrow camera arms products or anything else you saw here at the show, you can go to fourtharrow.com.
I'm learning great patience tonight while I wait for some of the guys in my party. One guy shot a doe after me, so he's trying to get his doe out. And Mark, good news, just north of me, he shot a buck tonight, so I don't know what that is. So they're getting his, and I'm last in line. You know what? I think I have 12 coming down, so I'm okay with that right now.